So, do you find yourself losing energy where you wake up and you feel tired, you're not sleeping good at night? It could be a number of things. You should check with your healthcare provider to see if there's anything off in your, say, your labs. Sometimes your vitamin D levels could be low, and if they're low, then it could influence your moods and your energy levels. And I was told that my vitamin D levels were low, and I didn't take vitamin D supplements the way I was supposed to. But there could be other things too. It could be the lack of interest and um, lack of fulfillment. That maybe you're not happy about your situation, your life, or it could be other things like being an empath because you're absorbing a lot of different type of energies, whether they're good or bad, or people that are nervous, like all the different emotions, you're absorbing them, and you could feel overwhelmed and feel drained. And if you have, like, say, energy vampires in your life, then they could drain you, and then you could feel down, like just feel really tired, and you just don't know why. And sometimes you could have days could go by, weeks could go by, even a month could go by where you don't feel like you have been as productive as before, because if you're surrounded by people that are really sucking the life out of you, um, whether they could be friends, family, coworkers, um, you have to figure out a better way to respond to these situations of limit yourself. And there's nothing wrong with being alone. To be alone and go out into nature, um, to go out and eat, go to the movies, and do things like alone. And don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about that they're gonna look at you like, oh, you're pathetic, or you're that you have no value, or nobody wants to hang out with you. They could talk all they want. They could talk about your career decisions. They could talk about your that you're not succeeding in certain things in your life, but don't worry about what other people think. This is that we exhaust ourselves by comparing ourselves, by worrying, by overthinking. We got to do better. We got to look at better ways to spend our days. I mean, if we have a daily job, like we have a full-time job, then we're going to keep busy because we're going to be at our job for 9 hours, because it's 8 hours and then lunch break, whether it could be 30 minutes or depending on what job you have. Because if you're like in the healthcare field, then you're going to work longer hours than some other type of jobs. But you're going to have a full week of at least 40 to 50 hours, for traditional work. And then the time you spend going to and from. So those moments are going to keep you busy. So you're not going to have time to always, feel drained. But if you're like a freelancer or independent contractor, then you control your own schedule. So you have to be strict. You have to be strict with your schedule. You have to meet deadlines. You got to set goals and make a plan. So those are things that you can do to respond when you're feeling down, when you don't have that energy, that you could feel like that you're not sleeping good, and then you're just not really being productive. You're not getting things done. You're not being consistent. So there's a reason why these things happen. And then sometimes people that know us, they don't know everything about us, but they assume that they know us, will give us a tough time, and they will like put us down and give us a ton of criticism, and they think they understand, but they don't understand. And you try to tell them, and then they just like disagree, and they're like, it's almost like they need to be right. They need to be right, and that's okay. Let them be right, because there's nothing wrong with them being right when they're wrong, because they need that attention. They need that validation that they matter, that they have value, and that what they're saying is right, and they need to be right, and they need that attention because it gives them like this euphoria or this adrenaline rush. So let them have their moment. But you know what? Reduce your time with those people. If you are around people that just don't listen, and they just like ignore you, and they just think, and they start forcing things on you, and they don't give you any space, any breathing room, get away from those people, because they're just going to drag you down. And that could be a reason why your energy is, running low. You could go out to nature, go on a hike, go out to the ocean, because they always say like going out to the water is like more spiritual. Go out to the water and do some meditation, and that may help you to really look at, like, start with more of the health challenges, because with vitamin D or just other things, whether it can be your iron or something that is making you feel like physically down. And then work on the mind and see if it's your mind, whether you could be depressed, whether you could be down, whether you could be disappointed in yourself. And to start from the top, start from inside, with the body, with the mind. And if those are all like intact, then look at other possibilities, whether it's the people around you, whether people are sucking your energy, and just do those things, and maybe you can replenish your energy and go in the right direction to achieve your dreams, your goals, and find the success and the happiness that you deserve. And remember, value yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. Peace out.